I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Alright, we're going to be this faction, which is also a mage, which is an Antivan Crows. Rook is an Antivan Crow. Swift knives in the dark. The Crows are ruthless assassins, both respected and feared by Antivis, shadowy protectors. Under their wings, gain repetition with the Antivan Crows very quickly. Open contracts deal increased damage versus Antivan. Hidden pouch hold extra potion. Backstory: Assassin extraordinary. When the invaders of Tevris took people captive, Rook was determined to free the prisoners at any cost. A talented new crow recently promoted to full membership, Rook Shafe, at the caution of his commander, uh, especially with, I mean, especially with his city accumulated by brutal soldiers known as the Antimus. When Rook saw a patrol herding along captive one night, he led until hold up. I just realized something. Let's go back real quick. Go here, here, here. Yeah, so we gotta go down here. One thing, it's she and her, and it's a female. I'm sorry about that. It explains why. It's saying he, this, despite saving lives, however, Rook has unknowingly compromised a larger crow operation against the enemies. Rook's superiors were incised. Sidelines of her actions, the young assassin searched for a new way to prove herself. I probably messed a lot of the words up. I apologize. Man, I really don't care. This is a series character. I created her through Siri. So I'm just going to play the story. Just go around, and then I will do a harder setting and a harder setting and a harder setting.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
We're Rook. Our full name is Siri de Riva, and we're the lineage of the humans. Our identification is a woman. She's a she or her. Our class is mage, and our backstory is Actavin's Crow. Um, if you want to see the different types of clothes we wear. Alright, so, and then here's our voice.
Time to get... What's he been saying now? Well, we're not in trouble.
Alright, so y'all enjoy the story. I'll come in and out as I play.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Barrick, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
See, you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Spare a coin, please.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, then Ned will get us to Solus.
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down to...
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
We got my gear.
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep her quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon. Here they come.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. Solus tears down the...
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
Venatory cultists!
Hold close! Reinforcements should be here soon!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Crows have taken out contracts on them. Nasty bastards.
Yep, that's them.
Citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all! Streets. Venatori, take your revenge!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Varric, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found her a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think in straight lines.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, or whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
We can slide down the line.
I'm getting too old for this.
That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
more demons. Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dreadwolf Fen Harel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Juggles.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the other side.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like... Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry. Solus finishes his ritual. We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning! Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
Better talk fast. We can't hold these demons up forever.
Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Why tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together. Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall. You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Get out of my head.
As I said,
Out!
I do not want to be here any more than you do. But your actions have set events in motion. And I would not have your ignorance on my conscience.
What are you talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
You saw them escape from my prison.
I also saw you bringing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Your ritual let the gods loose. You don't get to sit back and look smug.
What else could I possibly do? I do not have my ritual dagger. I do not have the network of mirrors that took me from the lighthouse across the world. I have nothing, as the gods threaten this world again, all because you disrupted my ritual.
You mean when I stopped you from covering the world with demons?
You will soon see what I was trying to prevent. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
You want me to take the shot?
No idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
You've got to get better. We need you leading the charge.
You stopped Solus from flooding the world with demons, Rook. Not me. Besides, I can't do much leading from bed.
Something else escaped, Varric. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like your impulsive rescue of those captives from the Antam slavers. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for Elfroot.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Sign and portage. The story so far, when the team act to stop the Dread Wolf, ancient evils were unleashed upon the world. For months, various Tethras had searched for Solus. A mage reveals to be the elven god of lies and trickery known as the Dread Wolf. Solus plans to tear down the veil so that the raw magic could flow back into the mortal world, restoring it to its natural state, which would also unleash a tide of demons and kill thousands of humans. When a lead finally came, Varan gathered a team of Midrockers, opened to stop his former friends before it was too late. The team succeeded, but at a price. Trapping the Fae after they sabotaged his ritual, Solus delivers a dire warning from the dream world. The ancient elven god Elgor, Naz, and Gillenave have escaped the prison where he had held them, although nothing the Dread Wolf said could be trusted. The team has no choice but to investigate. Shadow of Ancient Alatherns. After stopping Solus' ritual, the team must investigate his claim that ancient blight gods have been released into the world. Explore the lighthouse. The Neva. Check in with Neva. The team the team stopped Solus from tearing down the veil, trapping him in the Fade. However, Solus insists the sabotaging of his ritual unleashed malevolent Elgin gods named Igor Nav and Gillen Nay. Though wary, the team can't afford to ignore his warning. They must hunt for signs that danger gods stalk the land.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk. About what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first. So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the light.
When?
In my head. Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
We all know he's not a god, but it's faster than saying ancient elven mage every time we talk about him.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgernon and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. When I talked with Solus, he was scared of them. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elgernon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elgernon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind, but this time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Harding, are you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlefin.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right. Let's take a look around and see if we can find any...
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
Didn't see you volunteering. We put our lives on the line to stop Solus, and we stopped him.
And we've got the scars to prove it.
Sky's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right. You stopped Solus. So why is Arlethan neck deep in wild magic?
Solus was dragged into the Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elgornon and Gillenane.
Mithalanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
Shit. If they're back in the world, that explains a lot.
I was really hoping the Dreadwolf was lying to us about all this.
He's the god of lies. But some things are sacrosanct, even to him. He might be a bastard, but he's a damn sight better than the Evanuris.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
Harding, I need you to stay with the Veil Jumpers. Nev and I can handle this.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Until you've recovered from your injuries, you're a liability.
Fine.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west.
At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
I've never seen fog like this.
The grass. Interry path. I can't fucking say some of these words. The lighthouse, Von, is currently locked on Arlethan's force. The Veil Jumper, an elven group, may be able to help it reach other locations. Find Belerian Lutar. Lotarian. Search the area. Belerian, a Delish elf with the Veil Jumpers, has found the team in a veiled bubble in Arlean Forest. To escape the bubble, Belerian will need the team's help to disable an ancient alien artifact and survive the demons and sentinels that stand in the way. My reading sucks, so get over it.
Something's not right. So that suit of armor is moving. We've got company.
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Balara? Balara Luther? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Wait! I know that name! But... protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me? I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elgernon and Gillinan have escaped Fenharel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
We don't have time for this. Let's just force our way out.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I don't know what contacting that much raw magic would do to you. But there's another way. A bubble like that There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats. Any ideas on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the...
Well, isn't this a sight?
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Do you know what this place was?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
No way across. Think we can make the jump?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go. Easy.
Wow, isn't that something?
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Have a problem.
Here we go.
of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead. Damn! Another sentinel construct. We're out. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be. It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
Still standing, not bad. So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves used them to store knowledge and to help them dream. Methalinast. Darkspawn. Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
Got your back.
Got it!
Stop company.
Hey, Rook! Nice shot!
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlothan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven Gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple. More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Down. We're close. I can feel it. Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic. Building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
What constructs ahead?
The inner sanctum. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
There has to be another one of those power crystals around here somewhere. Use it to break through that wall. All that's left is the Nodus Thallen. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive. I've spirit. You'll see. Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thallen.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
I'm sure we can handle it.
It isn't that simple. If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh. Ooh, what does that crystal do? Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirtharan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirtharan. What do you...
Where'd the spirit go? The Nadas Dirthalan, I mean.
It went back into the crystal, but the crystal's broken. Until I fix it. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm getting off. I hope y'all enjoyed. And hopefully we can continue later.